All right. Okie dokie. All right. So why don't we just, we've done this, we just do a simple meditation. We just simply bring your attention to either your third eye or bring it to your heart. And just for a moment, or you want to put your hands on your heart and just go in this place of gratitude. Go in this space of being thankful for everything that existence has given us. And bringing our focus on what we have instead of what we don't have. We all have a lot of desires. The desires come. Some get fulfilled, some don't. But right now, we're desireless, and we're grateful for simply having what we have. Gratefulness in this moment.
Yes, thank you.
And just breathe in and breathe out from your third eye or your heart chakra. And just be in this place of content, that you're happy, you're grateful, and you're content with everything that you have right now. Your family, your friends, everything. No matter what is going on in your life, at this moment, you're just happy with what you have. And you're grateful for it. being in this moment and being content and grateful. And not be focused on the negative or what you don't have, what we don't have, what we didn't get, but what we do have. And how great it is to have our friends, our family, to have love in our lives, to have a home, to have freedom, to be able to come and go, physically being able to move around, be able to drive, to walk, to go shopping, to buy things, to use things, having the ability to do it. Very simple things in life. Being grateful for that. Simply being grateful for all the blessings that life has given us, everything that we have. Quite often we forget. The fact that you can open your eyes and you can see with your eyes, blessing. You can hear with your ears, you can smell, you can taste food, you can feel things when touching your skin. All of these things are blessings. And we quite often don't realize how great it is to have these senses and be able to use them until one of them is disturbed or disconnected. Then we realize what we have lost or what we have had. But we don't need to wait till then. Why don't we just be grateful for everything we have right now? Slowly, slowly come back. Come back here. Yeah, simple gratefulness. Simply being grateful. There's so many people on this planet that are so focused on the negative all the time. I have friends who are like that. And all they see is the negativity. And they're focused on that. And it's very sad because they're the only ones who are suffering because their attention is on the negative. They're not grateful for what they have. They envy other people owning a home.
Just hold tight. I'm sure he'll be back in a second, guys.
Yeah.
You're muted. I don't know. It seems like you're muted. I'm trying to unmute you.
Okay.
Oh, very good.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, I'm really my internet access is very bad where I'm at. We're a little bit in the countryside, so that's why I was hesitant to even put a webinar or not. And then I thought I'd keep it short for 1 hour. But anyway, let's we'll just keep going and see what happens. If I get bumped out, then I guess we're just gonna have to do it. I don't think I can do one next week because I'm traveling. So the next one is gonna be in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna tell you when is the next one. It's gonna be Tuesday, August 8th. So anyway.
So the regular time, it'll be
Yeah,
the 10 a.m.
we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it together from your location.
Okay.
So
It's one of those days, Zarathustra.
so the yeah, you know, I'm sure you all have people around you, or you know people that their focus is only on the negative. And it's kind of like poison. You're kind of poisoning, they're poisoning themselves and they're poisoning people around them. And it seems like they can't enjoy anything in life. You know, the most simple thing in life is not enjoyable because they simply don't see that. They see everything, their focus is on the negative part. And since we're consciousness, we are awareness. And then when consciousness, the awareness, it just focuses on something as pure consciousness. Well, that thing becomes the reality because the attention goes into something, whatever it is, it focuses on something. You are pure consciousness, your awareness. So wherever this consciousness focuses on, that thing becomes a real thing, whatever that is. So that becomes your reality of the moment because your attention is on it. I'm not talking about positive thinking, negative thinking, positive visualization. I'm just talking about focus. Where is the focus? And you can examine with yourself throughout the day to see, you can kind of check in with yourself. Keep an eye on yourself. See, where is your focus during the day? What is the most of the thoughts, contents are traveling in your head? Normally, it's about what? Survival, it's about a partner, it's about sex, money, are you lonely? Where is food, money? You want to make money, you're thinking about money all the time. And you can kind of see, if you pay attention, if you start focusing and paying attention, then you can see the major amount of contents that are traveling through your head during a day or during a week period, or where you're at, what is going on there. And you can just get an idea of what's happening. And then, so that's what happens, because that's when self-awareness kicks in. That there's an, the presence, the I, the all-seeing I, the one, the I am, is here, and simply becomes aware of the thoughts passing through in your mind. And you become aware of yourself. You become aware of what is going on. You become aware, it's like a weather forecast. You get an idea of the theme of the type of thoughts that is normally running into your head. And if you notice it, then you also notice that it's ruling you. And all of your decisions, your moves, your life is basically based on this theme. And you can see they're kind of categorized. They're the bigger ones, the very major ones, and then you go one step below, the one that is not as important, but it's there, and then there's a set that is not as important of the main ones, and they just go all the way down from the top to the bottom. And that's where self-awareness comes. The mechanism becomes aware of itself. The mechanism becomes aware of what it's ruling it. What's ruling you? You know, you want to become aware of that. So once you become aware of it, the more you're becoming awake, because you're practicing being silent, you're practicing meditation, you're practicing quieting your mind, which is great. That is the foundation of what we're doing. But in the meantime, this mechanism is operating based on its conditioning, how it's been conditioned. And so it's up. Then you're not being ruled by some of the stuff that have been ruling you all of your life. And it's not getting anywhere. It's not translating into anything positive in your life. It's not translating in satisfaction. It just takes you around this loop over and over again. And you're wondering why same thing happening all the time. Because the attention of the awareness, this is consciousness, it's infinite. And the attention of the infinite has come here and it's just focusing from one point and going to one thing. And it's only focused on that one thing. Why am I lonely? I'm lonely. Nobody wants me. Nobody loves me. I'm single. You know, it's focused on that thing. And that thing becomes real and manifests. We're not even aware of it. Or it goes into negative. Oh, the world, it sucks. Nothing is working. I can see it here with people here in this beautiful island. People who've been living here for a while. I can see like when they're getting negative and they're focused. I'm just here. I'm like, oh my God, this place is so magical. It's so amazing. I love being here. Flowers everywhere. The water is so beautiful. There's so much energy here. And my attention is on that. I'm not focused on, oh, it's tourist season and the traffic is so heavy. There's so many people here. Oh, I can't go anywhere because there's so many people. I'm happy to go to places because there's a lot of people. I don't want to go to an empty restaurant in northern part of the island and there's no one there. That's very depressing. I want to see people. So it's interesting because I can see from being around, meeting some of the locals, they've lived here for 20 years, and then I hear the conversations. It's not the same way it used to be. It's changed so much. Yeah, of course. Everything changes. Oh, rich people have come here and bought everything. Now they're putting a wall around their property. It used to be open land. Then I can see the mind is focused on negative. It used to be open land, now there's a wall around it. Well, that's a natural evolution of life. Everything changes. 100 years ago in Stockholm, or 150 years ago, population was 1/3. There was a lot of open land, or in Oslo or everywhere. Everything's changing all the time. You can't get stuck on one thing and be focused on that thing that, oh yeah, you know what? When I used to walk down on this street and somewhere in Oslo and Stockholm or whatever, and there used to be a lot of flowers here and there was no homes or anything. And now there's a lot of homes, or a train is passing by. Everything changes. You're not the same person you used to be. You don't have the same body you used to have. Things change. So we cannot be focused on that, because the only thing is you're going to suffer. Your mind is going to be stuck on things have changed, and they're not, they used to be the way you want them. And now you're suffering. Do you understand what I'm saying? Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very easy to get stuck into that pattern instead of accepting the change. That things have changed. Yeah, but in the meantime, things have changed. Now you have a cell phone that you can easily
Oh, yeah.
It's the cell phone that does it.
Yeah, I think so.
I have to leave now. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Nice to
Bye.
see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Hey, Marion.
So we'll give him I'm just gonna call him real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. So you just pick up the phone and then boom, boom, you call someone. What about in the US, for example? Okay, you can call, you can get your electricity connected the first day. You move from one place to another place. You get your electricity connected, you get your water connected, you get your phone line connected if you want. Immediately 2 days after, somebody comes from the cable company and they connect your internet and everything. It's just so super easy. Then I'm here in Spain or I go to a Middle Eastern country. If you want to pay a phone bill in some countries, you have to get in a car, go to the phone company or go to a bank, wait in line for an hour, go to the gate and pay your phone bill personally. And it will take half a day or all day to pay. Yeah. And okay, so what I'm trying to point at is that, or here I'm in Spain, right? They don't have the right infrastructure. For example, I rented a car and then I wanted to extend the rental for a couple more days. In the US, you will call and in 5 minutes, they extend it for you. No problem, sir. You want to keep it 2 more days? Fine, keep it 2 more days. Here, I have to drive all the way to the airport, return the car.
Oh my God.
And rent another one online before I go there, return everything, do all the paperwork, and park the car, go through whole examinations, everything, do the whole thing, and then you re-rent it again, the same car. And it takes an entire day to do that. How ridiculous is that? Because they're not set up correctly. So what I'm pointing at is, okay, things changed. Now there are walls around land and property, so you don't get to see open land anymore. Okay, 50 years ago you could see it. Yeah, but 50 years ago you didn't have the convenience of being able to pick up your cell phone and call your children, your family for free anytime you want. You couldn't chat with them on Facebook to see where they're at, see their picture. Instantly they send videos or you see them on the phone. You couldn't do that. So we have to look at the whole picture. Okay, we give up something, but in return we also got a lot back. You can't just be focused on what you have lost and what's not there anymore, because there's nothing you can do about it. And be focused on that and suffer and dismiss all the other convenience that we have now. You know, 100 years ago, people would die from a simple infection. If you get a simple infection, you would die. And then with the invention of penicillin, antibiotics, I'm not a fan of it, but you can save the same life of the person, but by giving an injection of antibiotics, that the same person would die. Okay, all right, now it's a lot more busy. You don't have the flowers on the streets anymore. I understand. Okay, you lost something, but you got something. So we just keep our attention. First of all, we pay attention what's happening in our minds. What's happening? Where is the level that you're operating from? Are you operating from this survival place? Is mainly your mind is there all the time? Are you operating from, you basically want to take a look at yourself, become aware, and see where is the major bulk of your thoughts in 1 week or 2 weeks, 1 day, 1 week. Where are you operating from? And once you become aware of it, the awareness comes, means that you're putting light on the darkness. something that has been ruling you all your life starts to lose its power, because now you're putting light on it by becoming aware of it. You may not be able to change it, but you become aware of something that is ruling you. As something as simple as a sugar craving, whatever it is. Okay, or cigarette smoking. Okay, I'm a smoker. I can't quit, but now I'm aware of it. I'm aware of this. I'm not being negative about it. I'm not being positive about it. I'm not giving myself a hard time because I'm smoking cigarettes. I'm simply aware of this behavior. And then that behavior is no longer robotic and no longer unconscious. Consciousness, awareness is here, and you have brought light into the darkness. And you simply accept yourself and have gratitude. And the same thing that where we started it from. That we pause, we stop during our life, during our day, and you take a look at everything you have. Everything. You look at your fingers, your hands, your eyes, your hair, everything, and you say, thank God, thank you, Lord, thank you for having these things, for my ability to see, to smell, to love, to touch, to taste, to kiss. Very simple things that we take for granted. Instead of putting our attention on how bad the world is, how polluted it is. I'm not saying not to be aware of these things, but I'm saying that not putting our attention on the negative stuff, because that becomes your reality. Not putting your attention on this place that, oh, I don't love myself, I'm not loved, I'm not pretty, I'm not da 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 da. Okay, all of your attention goes to this place. And that becomes your reality. Then you're not pretty, then you're not attractive. Because this is where you're focusing on. I don't think there's many human beings on this planet who are perfect. At least, I mean, there are some perfect, gorgeous looking people on the planet. But how many are there really? And for how long of a period are you perfect? Between age 20 to 35, then your skin starts getting older, your eyes not seeing very well, you know, things starts to change. What is the period that somebody's going to be perfect physically? And how many people are there? Because I never thought complaining about my own body, my own looks, everything. There were, you know, it's like there are moments that you think you're there, but then it's gone. So what do you want to do? Sit down and keep focusing on it and feel sorry about yourself? Or you want to bring your attention on all the other things that we have? All the joy, all the stuff. Going, a simple thing. Go sit down in an ice cream store with your girlfriend, have some ice cream and laugh. A very simple thing, and be grateful that you can do it. As simple as that.
Or feel the sunshine in your face.
Or feel the sunshine on your face. Or go on a cleanse and feel good. It doesn't have to be ice cream. You're on a really good cleanse and you feel better and better. And your attention is there. You call your mom, you call your friend, and during this phone call, there is love and you're laughing and you're grateful that You're both alive and you both can speak to each other. Being grateful for a simple thing, calling your good friend and talking to your good friend. Now you can call your good friend and be focused on his or her negative stuff. And now you're suffering. Can you see that? Do you understand? Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to be self-aware. I'm not talking about beating yourself up. You simply want to be aware of what is the major content of the thoughts happening in your head. Where are you operating from? Where is your focus? Is your focus on self-hate? Hating yourself? Or your focus is on love and joy and appreciating everything that God has given you? Appreciating that. And then the quality of your life changes, because you're probably going to live the same length of time. You're still going to die. You're still going to be in this period of time from here to here. What do you want to do in this period of time? Do you want to be focused on creativity, joy, learning something, enjoying life, doing something that brings you joy, or you want to bring your focus on negative stuff and suffer? What do you want to do?
Joy.
So I don't understand this question, Rosalie. Do you want to explain it to me? What are you saying?
Yeah, you said that when we look at the self and the beauty, and then it's gone. But the beauty coming from inside, and when we recognize our soul, we can send out the beauty and the sun and the shining.
Yeah, yeah,
But the soul is also all the time there.
yeah. No, I was saying that even I'm using this as a metaphor. It's just an example of a good-looking person, somebody who looks perfect physically. Okay? I'm not talking about the inside, outside. Let's say you have reached your optimum looks, your physique, your body, your weight, your age. You're at your prime, the best time ever. Right?
Yeah, but every age have a beauty.
Yeah, whatever age. You've reached that time, right? How long does that last? Your optimum. It's temporarily. So what I'm saying is, instead of being focused on that, okay, I lost my beauty, I lost my prime, such and such person is perfect looking. Instead of focusing on those things, we focus on what we have, everything we have. Grateful for being able to speak, grateful to be able to read, grateful to go to a theater and watch a show, a movie, a concert, grateful for being able to walk.
Yeah.
Simply get out of the bed and walk in the morning. There are people who can't do that. There are people who cannot even eat food by themselves. They can't digest food. There are people who have so many disabilities, and that's physical. But there's so many people who don't have mental health, or they're in countries that they're being tortured, or it's completely they don't have any freedom. And I have been there. I have lived in those places. I know what it's like. Not having freedom, not be able to grow your hair long, not be able to wear a cutoff. And somebody will pull over, some Gestapo police will pull over and they arrest you. You don't have any rights. Just simply being able to express yourself and being grateful for having this. You understand?
Yeah.
Or focusing on negative stuff in life. There's millions of things are screwed up. Oh, but the animals, they're doing this to the animals, they're doing this to whales or dolphins, they're destroying this, they're destroying that. Yes, all of those things are happening. I agree. But if I focus on it and I breathe it all the time, and that becomes my reality, and my reality becomes very negative. And the next thing, I look like this, I have a liver cancer, I feel miserable. I'm not saying not to be aware of it. I'm just saying not to be focused on the negative stuff in life. There's a lot of negative stuff in life. By bringing our attention on what we have, what you have, being grateful. You have a home. You don't have someone, some of us have landlords, and some of us are being threatened that we may get kicked out. What if you have your own home and no one's threatening you to kick you out? What if you have your own home, you can paint it any color you like, you can decorate it any way you like, you can come anytime you want, you can leave anytime you want, nobody's there, you don't have an angry husband or wife or mom or dad on top of your head yelling at you why you went away, why you came back, you know? For having your own sovereignty and freedom, being grateful for what you have. Simple things. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Being grateful for that.
Yeah, and breathing by myself too, you know?
Yeah. And not being focused that, oh, I live by myself, I'm so lonely. Now the focus going on loneliness. You know, I'm not saying you're doing that, but I'm just using it as an example. Instead of bringing the focus that, oh my God, I have my fifth dimensional friends and community. Bringing the focus on, I have all these people that I met, that I love. Now you switch your focus instead of on being, I feel so lonely and unwanted, on, oh my God, I have this community online that I love. So I'm not lonely. You understand?
Yeah.
Nothing has changed, yet everything has changed. By simply switching your focus on a negative place instead of gratefulness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So what we want to do is we want to look at ourselves and see where we're stuck. And when you see it, then light comes on it and it shifts and it transforms. Because you're no longer a victim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simply instead of focusing on I'm lonely, nobody likes me, focusing on I'm so grateful, I have so many friends online community, and I come to Scandinavia, we all come together like in Ore, so much love, so many friends we have, you can see them, you can hang out with them, which we didn't have before. Now we have them. So you change the focus on what you have instead of what you don't have. and then it transforms. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So our next academy, next week I'm traveling because I'm coming to Sweden on the 2nd, and then on the 4th I fly to LA. So it's really difficult for me to have an academy. So why don't we take next week off and we'll do August 8th instead.
Yeah.
Then we do 1.5 hours again from the 19th to 20:30, regular time as always. Business as usual. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I ask you 2 questions about level 3?
Yeah, sure.
How often are we gonna use the coffee enema? Every day?
You can do coffee enema every day.
Okay.
You know, for cancer patients, for terminally ill patients, they use up to 3 to 4 enemas a day,
Okay.
sometimes 5. But you can use coffee enema every day.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure you take your intake, you take potassium,
Yeah.
and you also want to make sure you nourish your body with a lot of juices, freshly squeezed juices,
Mm-hmm.
green juices.
Yeah.
Because coffee enema is full of palmitic acid. When
Yeah.
palmitic acid gets into the liver starts to produce this very powerful enzyme.
Yeah.
And that enzyme is very detoxifying because it goes up by 700%. The production of the enzyme, the cleansing enzyme, goes up to 700%. So if you're going to be doing coffee enema every day for a long period of time, you need to nourish your body and bringing all the nutrients back.
Yeah.
For a week or two, you don't have to worry about it. But if
No.
you're going to be doing it long term, you want to nurture the body.
Yeah. And one other question, watermelon juice. When you're drinking that, are you gonna only drink that for a whole day, or can you mix it with other juices?
Normally, if I do a watermelon juice fast, I just stick to that.
Yeah. But I'm not talking about fast. I just drink it with other juices, maybe.
You mean mixing it with something else or drink it separately?
Separately.
It depends how your body reacts.
Yeah.
If I drink watermelon juice and then I drink orange juice, they may not sit very well with each other.
Okay.
You
So
just have to see how your body reacts to it.
Yeah, I understand that. So I can maybe just be drinking watermelon juice for one day then, for
Yeah,
example.
it's great. I've been drinking watermelon juice here, but I've also been making this, and I showed Baram Ji how to do it. This apple juice with cayenne pepper, garlic, ginger, lemon, olive oil, that liver
Yeah.
flush.
Yeah. And we can drink that kind of drink every day when we're not doing the cleanse too, right?
You can just drink that every day anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Nice to
Bye.
see you all. Shishi, do you need to talk to me about anything or you're fine?
I'm fine.
Fine. We'll talk later then.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Good to see you all. Hi, Christina. How you doing, Christina? I can't hear. Hi, Christina. How are you? I can't hear you. All right, you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice
Love
seeing
you.
you. Bye-bye.